Hi, welcome to Weirdlife Studios' first ever pirate review.
Arr.
Today we're reviewing the instant classic Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. It's a wonderful romantic romp about a gay mailman who just wants to find his way to the rich man's house. Kind of what it's about. Okay, so if you haven't had a chance to see what this movie's about, check down below. We'll include a link to go to the trailer or something to that effect. It is probably one of the better or best DC animated movies that has come out.
Hands down. They really pulled no punches with this one. It was crazy. The blood, the gore, the action. There's kids dying. There's limbs being severed. People being cut in half.
Oh, it was everything you wanted and more.
It was great. It was awesome.
Now, if you're all new to DC animated movies, what the hell is wrong with you? These really are the wave of the future. DC kind of screws up on his movies, and even if you like the big blockbuster movies, there's always geeks who will nitpick the hell out of it. I'm one of them. Will nitpick the hell out of anything DC makes because they don't let their comic book division in on the movie part of it.
The big blockbusters.
Yeah.
But they make up for it with these animated ones.
They've all been amazing.
They've been sticking so close to the comics and just, as I said, not pulling punches. You know, if something needs to be said, something needs to be done. You know, they've got the blood, they got the gore, they got the action, they got the cursing. It's as close to the comics for a movie as you're going to get these days.
It really is.
And really, yeah, they really haven't done a bad one in a while.
No. There was that one Superman versus some people that wasn't that great, but had one moment at the end that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's Superman. You can't expect
Yeah, that's very true. Although we'll get into that in a second. Okay, so I guess we should have a quick overview of this movie.
Spoiler alert. Just
screw it.
Yeah.
Ruining your movie.
We're pirates.
What we
rob
do.
Everything.
And we don't give spoilers. Yo ho ho and a bottle of fuck your spoiler. So basically it starts out, you see young Barry Allen and you see how much he loves his mom and the fact that
Mama's boy.
He really is. So you see how much he loves his mom and she dies, and there's this really weird montage moment where he walks in and he sees his dead mom. And then you see it switch to night, and he's still standing in the door staring at his mom while police are all over the place. And they've just left the body out. That's one of my favorite moments. I just really wish that happened in real life. Traumatized 9-year-old. Hey, kid, you want to come poke her with a stick a little bit? Like, it would seem the most irresponsible thing.
And the funny part is he's, like, right in the doorway. So they had to, like, walk past him, and not one of them was just like, kid, maybe you should move. Or, you know...
Or put a coat over the mom's head or something and she's dripping blood all over.
Or even just put a coat over the kid. Like, it's nighttime. I mean, maybe you should... You know.
Time to sleep.
I mean, it worked for Batman.
Yeah. So anyways, that's how it opens up. And then it goes straight into grown Flash. Now, this is a different Flash than what we've seen in, like, the Justice League movie. Or Justice League TV show.
Yeah, this is...
Flash.
This is Barry Allen. He's a lot more serious. He's not the carefree Joker that Wally West is, who is. But you got Hal Jordan to bounce off of that. See, in the Justice League, you had Jon Stewart, who's the quiet, brooding. You needed in this world, Justice League, Hal Jordan is the ultimate jokester. He takes literally nothing seriously.
Which is weird because Hal Jordan is this weird mix of both super lighthearted and super serious, especially since he's come back from the dead in the comics anyways.
Well, that'll change, man.
Yeah.
He didn't just come back from the dead. He was the Grim Reaper pretty much for a while.
But it's just a weird dynamic.
And then before that, he was locked in Parallax's body, so... Or Parallax was locked in his body. That'll fuck with a guy.
Yeah. Well, anyways, back to this movie, though. Green Lantern tangent aside. So...
Nathan Fillion for life.
Yeah, so Nathan Fillion... we should just give a shout out. Great casting all the way across.
Always, yeah.
I mean,
that's
they had Tim
Conroy,
right? Or no, Kevin Conroy. I always want to call him Tim. For Batman, which is always the best Batman.
Yeah. Even though he's just at the beginning, but they still...
Yeah. And a little at the end.
Yeah.
They had... the Lois Lane from the Justice League series. I don't know who plays her, but that is the voice of Lois in my head. It was
Tim
a good
Daly
show.
still does a good Superman.
Yeah,
you gotta give him credit there.
And then
Nathan Fillion
for Green Lantern
which
was perfect.
I never thought that would work but he really is Hal Jordan. That's all I can think of now.
Geeks across the internet, but so hard for Nathan Fillion to be the actual Green Lantern instead of Ryan Reynolds. I still don't think he could have saved that train wreck of a movie, but they wanted him as Green Lantern. He's a little pudgy, a little old.
Yeah, but you can work that off. Like, I mean, there's actors
you can't work off that old though. He's got it in the face.
Little makeup here, but you could fucking shed the pounds, put on some muscle, make yourself look 10 years. Because Hal Jordan, he wasn't 20 when he fucking got the ring. You know, he was pushing 32.
Well, and older actors are working good for superheroes. I mean, look at Robert Downey Jr. Right?
Yeah, well, exactly.
Just proves the point. But anyways,
even Christian Bale. Yeah, Batman. I mean, he wasn't.
Yeah, let's not go with there. He made it okay, Bruce Wayne, but yeah, we could have not been a cartoon about it.
Okay, I'll give you that. Second best Batman.
So then, going into the actual story, he gets called away to the Flash Museum, which, if any superhero does not deserve a museum, I'm gonna say it's the Flash.
He really does have you coined the phrase about Batman reject supervillains.
Yes, he gets mugged by his rogues. And if you don't know who his rogues are, well, they all attack together. Yeah. That's the thing, is I've seen this in a few things, but his rogues almost always attack in a group. They never just one at a time.
Well, let's go down the list. There's Citizen Cold.
No, Captain Cold.
That's right, Captain Cold. I apologize. Captain Boomerang, Mirror Master,
Top.
The Top, and then not Pyro. That's not what's his name? I don't know. There's a flamethrower guy.
It doesn't really matter.
The not Firefly.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way.
So his rogues all attack him all at once, and then they find out that they're being led by Anti-Flash, which is whatever. One real
quick
bad
side
guy.
note. What's his name?
Thorn.
Ebard.
Thawne.
Yeah, Ebard Thawne.
There you go.
Which is one letter away from Thong.
Thong,
which is
thong,
not
thong.
a good bad guy name.
No.
No wonder.
Neither is Ebard. Ebard is a bad guy name.
Yeah, but with a name like Ebard, you kind of know why he went bad.
Yeah, no doubt. So they take the most unoriginal characters because they're all Batman knockoffs, and then except for Reverse Flash, who's a Flash knockoff. And then they somehow get into a tussle. Justice League comes down, saves the day, all in creative ways that have to do with their skill sets.
Yeah.
And at the very end,
even Aquaman looked a little like he was ready to. It's like because he's sitting there waiting for that call, and he's
this was a tough Aquaman. This wasn't the friendly, useless Aquaman we're used to. This was like the Russian, I will crush you, Aquaman. The whole way through, even
Nazi. He was a German Nazi.
But that's coming later. I mean, I'm just saying he's just a big-looking guy.
Yeah, but even this, big blonde hair, blue eye.
That's true. So then, what happened after? So as they're carting away Anti-Flash there, he kind of leaves a little thing saying, "Oh, you're not fast enough to save the ones that ever really mattered." And then the Flashpoint title sequence comes up.
Ba-da-ba.
Ba-da-ba. So after all of that, Flash wakes up. He is disoriented. He's in a new time. And he clue in very quickly that things aren't right.
Yeah.
And you get introduced to the best Justice League.
Oh, fuck.
These guys are awesome. Right off the bat, who do we start off? We start off with Batman.
You start off with Batman, who is no longer
fighting this knockoff of Harley Quinn.
Yo-Yo. Her name is Yo-Yo, and she's doing what the Chinese originally wanted the yo-yos to be, their fucking weapons and killing and blowing shit up. And
he is cool looking.
And he is, he's got the spiked shoulders, the glowing red eyes.
Glowing red eyes, the stubble.
The gray and the black.
Batman
with the
needs
red
a beard.
Yeah. And he's sporting a couple of 44s.
Yeah.
And fucking going
to town. He is all about the guns. And let's be honest, I mean, okay, moral thing aside with Batman, how much cooler would he be if he was like Punisher badass? If he didn't care and he just killed everyone. Gotham would be a happy place right now. I'm just saying.
They
NRA not always right. This time, kind of right. But anyway, so you see him, you see the new Cyborg who's even more jacked, and really I just don't care about Cyborg.
Then they go into like a conference they go into a virtual conference with a couple of the other heroes of this timeline who you don't really know about, you figure out later on. But essentially what's going on is Cyborg's trying to recruit Batman because even in this timeline, he's the greatest tactician on the face of the planet, of course, into stopping what's going to be a giant war. Nazi Aquaman has flooded Eastern Europe and Western Europe, I apologize, in taking over. Atlantis is kind of coming up and being like, fuck the Earth dwellers. And Wonder Woman has led the Amazons to take over Britain and is now its new Themyscira. And they're coming close to coming to a head.
And side note, stupidest fucking name still. Themyscira.
But, so they're trying to, Cyborg's working for the American government because America's, even in comic books, has got their finger in everybody else's business. To try to stop it and get some kind of form of peace. And, well, Barry Allen shows up. He's not Flash anymore either. He does not have his powers at this point.
He's got to build them up as he goes.
So,
we're going to stop that. That's just kind of, believe it or not, that's just the beginning to get you started.
It sounds like a lot, but it happens quick. It's a fast-paced thing. The whole thing is absolutely phenomenal still. Yeah. Trust me.
So, what were your favorite parts?
Oh, God. Honestly, the favorite parts, not just because I'm a big fan, but was when you dwelled into why Thomas Wayne is Batman, where, Bruce Wayne gets shot, and, as you said, best backstory for a Joker ever when Martha Wayne goes crazy.
I agree. Now, that is definitely my favorite part, too. The thing is, I'm one of those people, I don't like the idea of giving Joker a backstory. They do it every now and then, and it's like a tip of the hat or a cheeky whatever. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, it's always thrown out as like he's a joke. They really did throw that
how do I get my scars crap
when they did the Dark Knight. When they did the Dark Knight, they threw out that tribute of want to know how he got these scars, and every time the story changes because
so you never get to
nobody knows who Joker is, nobody knows where he came from. Literally, he only exists to torment Batman.
And I love that. I think that is the best.
That is the only
way to keep Joker. That being said, if you were to give Joker a backstory, this is the backstory to give him. I don't care if it turns him into a woman. Best Joker backstory that could ever fucking happen. Awesome. Just that laughing scene was unbelievable.
What about you? A couple of favorite parts?
Well, a lot of it goes to Batman. I mean, that whole Superman sequence was really awesome. I love what they did with this Superman. Somehow this weird, sickly-looking Superman actually seems more powerful and awesome. I really appreciate him so much more in this one.
It does make sense because, growing up, he had to learn to control his powers. Being locked in a cage, he never had to learn to do squat.
And nothing looks cooler than seeing somebody half vaporized.
Yeah.
Fully vaporized, it's like, the cop-out. Half vaporized, you knew someone was there.
And he really has that E.T. ouch mentality. And the only word he says the whole movie is friends.
Yeah.
He's like, friends.
And I really, I like that part where they're saving him, and Cyborg's like,
don't know if you can understand me, but what happened to you was wrong. Most humans aren't like that. They're worse.
Yeah. It's just like such a perfect moment. But there's that, and then the epic kill.
Sometimes I don't speak right. All right. But yet I know what I'm talking about. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends?
Okay, so now I never actually read this series because it was swinging into the New 52, which I just was not.
It
ready
was
to
like
accept.
the last one before. It's what led up to
led,
the, yeah.
and I was not ready to accept the New 52 because I liked where it was.
Although
at the time.
I'm liking the grittiness that they're doing with the New 52.
I just don't like how much they had to change Batman. Now, what was different between this one and that one?
They didn't have too many different similarities. Like, I understand why they had to cut some things. Hal Jordan does not attack the Doomsday weapon that Aquaman has.
Oh, okay.
The Doomsday weapon they don't even bring up till the end, really. He's actually attacking New Themyscira, and Wonder Woman has an army of invisible fighter planes that bring him down.
That would have been a cool scene.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not because they're invisible, so
but
doesn't really pan off.
Small things like that, really, just those quick ones.
Fair enough. Well, what are you gonna rate this movie?
Oh my god, I am gonna give this. We're gonna. What do we want to rate it out of? That's a good question. I don't want to do 10.
Pick a pirate theme.
Everybody does 10. Let's do 13.
Okay.
13 seems piratey, doesn't it?
Sure.
I agree. I'm gonna give it 12 and a half parrots out of 13 parrots because I need some extra blood and gore.
I'm gonna give it. I'm just gonna give it a solid 12 bottles of rum. I think it was pretty awesome.
Here's some stupid stuff. Like, I don't see why Hal Jordan would accept a suicide mission. Looked a little ridiculous to me. You know,
I don't understand why he had to become gay. If you're raised by a single mother, you become gay. That is the only factor that changed in his life, and somehow, and it's only glanced on real quickly, he became gay. I'm really curious as to how that happened.
Let's be honest, Flash has been taken in the ass since he first joined the Justice League.
Got to that frictionless suit.
That's the only way Superman can work him.
All right, well, that's about it. I do want to say, get a chance, look down below. I'm going to find a place for you to actually go and get this movie. If you like this movie, buy this movie, but at least give it a watch.
And don't forget to like, subscribe our channel, and check out our new Facebook page at Facebook/Weirdlife Studios.
Or, do whatever the hell you want. You're a grown up.
Realistically, I don't fucking care.
All right. Have a good night and enjoy pirating.
Have a good one.
Definitely. The hell's that?
It's my cup, man.
Size matters?
Yeah, man.
It's not a cup. That is a cup.
What the fuck is that?